Good day everyone. I just want to remind people why coal-fired power stations exist. If you take a metro such as Cape Town and everyone burns wood to actually have heat in their homes, there's a couple of problems with that. Besides the soot and the smoke that comes out the chimney stacks, a lot of that heat is lost. In other words, it's a very inefficient way of heating up a home. If you're using it for cooking, it might be in an enclosed stove. That makes it a lot more efficient. But in most chimney stacks, you lose the heat to the atmosphere. In a coal-fired power station, you actually contain all or most of the calorific value of that coal in the cycle, and the cycle is about 30% efficient, very much the same as a nuclear power station, where the reactor produces 2,775 megawatts. You get an electrical output of around 30% or 950 megawatts from that process. But in a chimney stack, most of it goes out to the atmosphere, and you mostly get radiant heat into your home unless you've got some clever piping system or something like that. So you can pollute an entire city and not have the same effect that you could have burning coal in a coal-fired power station and actually using those boilers, turning a generator from the steam that come from the boilers, and then actually putting electricity out onto the grid. And even although it's only 30% efficient, it's far more efficient than making a fire at your home. Way more efficient. And this is why we have coal-fired power stations. Because at the coal-fired power station, especially if you put in desulfurization, the pollution is limited to one area. You don't go and pollute all over an entire metro and actually have to burn more fossil fuels or more wood to achieve the same end objective. So it is not rocket science that coal is far more efficient and better than the alternative. And if you go and size it up, especially in the countries such as South Africa, where we have abundant coal and where we can build power stations away from large metros, which was always the intention, and then running that power over power lines to where people live, to have clean air. When you actually think of that, then now going and building power grids to IPPs that is in the middle of nowhere, where we don't need the power over long distances, makes absolutely no sense, when the grid was already designed to do this in the first place, in the coal fields up country, and then we built a nuclear power station to anchor the grid down in Cape Town. People, we forget many things because often people are just uneducated, or they don't have a basic understanding of basic scientific concepts, and yet they want to have debates on social media. They want to say things they know nothing about, and they want to follow agendas put out by the mainstream media with more journalists that know even less. And this is a scary part of our politics at the moment, and a lot of politics is international agendas being driven. And you should ask yourself, how many of the parties that are vying for seats in parliament at the moment, even the new ones, are in line with international agendas and not with common sense? And I'm not saying that I would rather want nuclear or cleaner power sources, but coal is there for a reason, and I've just explained that reason to you. Thanks so much.